back to the Mabe Kitchen here in Belize City. I am Chef Eva Longsworth, and today I have with me Chef Onie Lara. Welcome.
Hello. Hi guys. And hi Chef Eva.
Hi, welcome. Tell us what you've been making for us today.
Well, we're gonna do sushi. I'm gonna create a chef roll, and then I'm gonna put you to help me do a roll as well.
Of course, I haven't made sushi in years, disclaimer. So tell us about your career in San Pedro.
My career in San Pedro started 3 years ago. Okay. Before that, I was in Mexico for 6 years. That's when I started for my career in gastronomy, and then I started working in 𝒓𝒐𝒍𝒍.
So where are you working currently?
I'm working currently at JYOTO's restaurant. It's located in San Pedro and Mahogany Bay.
Okay, so that's where we can find you.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna start describing what we have in front of us.
Okay.
So we have the nori. It's very important. We have the sushi rice. We have cucumber. We have salmon, snapper, tuna, shrimp, and then crab meat.
Can you tell the viewers what the nori is?
Okay, nori is made. It's seaweed. Okay, nori is more. They use it for Japanese. We have two sides of the nori. We have the rough side, and then we have the more shiny part. Okay, when we start doing sushi, we use the rough side. Okay, and then the shiny parts stay outside.
Oh, perfect. That's a good tip. All right, so if I'm at home and I just started and I wanted to make sushi, what's the most important part of sushi?
The rice.
The rice. Can you tell us about the sushi rice?
Sure. Okay, mostly are not common that we have different types of rices, and for doing sushi, we have a special rice. It's not the same as having the normal rice that we find on the store.
I mean, can we technically make sushi with the normal rice that we get on the shelf?
We can, but we're not gonna find the flavors that we're looking for, but we can substitute in.
Okay, you hear that at home, guys? You could use the regular rice. So, what do we do next?
Okay, now we have the nori. As you can see, we have the sushi rice ready. Okay.
Let me go ahead and put on some gloves. Okay, let's start making some sushi. Okay. So, how much rice do we need?
Okay, normally what I do is I measure with my hands from 1 pound. So it's this amount of rice. So what I do is kind of compress it, and this is the amount of rice I need. Okay.
Like that?
Yeah. And then I put it on top of my nori, always starting with the rough side. Okay.
Rough side up.
Yeah. Once the rice is ready, we just put it on nori, and it's easily stick.
Okay.
Okay. And then we just flip, and that's it.
Nothing falls out. So we flip it over?
Yeah.
What are we putting inside?
Okay, we're gonna do two types of rolls, okay? I'm gonna do a chef roll. I'm gonna be using the 3 different types of fishes I have here, which is salmon, tuna, and snapper. Okay. And then I'm gonna have you creating a roll, okay?
Okay.
So probably you can use shrimp tempura, we have the cucumbers, we have avocados, and we can also place some little fire.
So here I have the tempura flour, and you said this has everything inside. You just have to add water.
Water, that's it.
And this is cornstarch.
Cornstarch.
Right? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna light the rear burner of the Mabe stove. As you can see, we have different size burners on the stove, but we're gonna use a smaller burner because we don't want too much heat applied to the shrimp, and we're just gonna gently cook it. I'll start mixing, and you can just tell me how much water.
We can hold this.
Thank you. So is it something like pancake batter that we're looking for, or does it need to be thinner?
Something similar to it, not too thick.
Okay. Okay, so you cut it crossway against the grain?
Yes, against the lines, tendons. Why? Because we don't want it our fish to be too chewy, okay? Nor too thick either.
What's it like making sushi in Belize?
In Belize, for me, it's very inspiring. I get to learn a lot of different type of fishes. I get to taste a little bit of everything of flavors, and not only salmon and tuna that is imported in Belize, but I get to see snapper, groupers, wahoo, mahi-mahi. So you get to play a lot of type of fishes, a lot of different flavors.
Oh, that's awesome. So you use a lot of local fish.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. You guys must know all the fishermen in South Central. Okay.
Okay. So we put in cornstarch, butter, and then the oil.
I'm gonna drag the shrimp to get a light coating of the butter. I don't want to over coat it, and then I'll just hang them off the edge of the bowl. And to the fryer we go. So we're gonna make sure you can still see the shrimp at the bottom of the tempura. Just gonna drain off some of the excess, and I'm just going to lay it. I won't let it go yet because I want it to stay as straight as possible. And then release. Okay, so Onie, you're gonna walk us through your roll?
Okay, so what we have here is two different type of rolls. We're doing one that is cooked, and then we're doing one that's raw. Okay, Chef Eva's gonna be working with shrimp tempura and then crab meat, and then I'm gonna be working on the three different types of fishes that I have here. Okay, so for my roll, I'm using avocado, salmon snapper, and tuna with pickled ginger inside.
I'm using the crab meat. So it comes like this. It's a processed crab meat. In Japanese, it's called ebi. What they do, it actually has crab meat and shrimp, and it's compressed into these little cubes. And you could get these right at the grocery store. And I just cut them in half because I don't want too big of a piece. I don't want it to compete with the star of the roll, which is the crunchy shrimp tempura.
Okay, I'm adding what is my salmon, my avocado, then I'm gonna add my snapper.
I'm going to add a few of the cucumber that you have here, julienne. I really like sushi rolls that are fresh tasting and it doesn't have too much sauce. What kind of sushi do you like, Onie?
I like raw, but if it's something that is gonna be cooked, I would like it spicy.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So I'm going to cut a piece of the avocado, and that's going to give us the creaminess and also some freshness without using the cream cheese inside. Cream cheese is more of an Americanized addition to sushi. And I'm putting the sushi here on a mat that I have covered with a little bit of plastic wrap so it doesn't stick. As you can see, I'm leaving about a ½ inch hair free that's going to fold over and roll. And I'm just going to take my fingers on the edge of the roll, and then I'm going to take these 3 fingers and I'm going to pull it in to tuck in the roll so that I get a tight sushi roll. And then I slowly move it up and spread it apart. And then I'm going to squeeze it in, and you can see this free part here is going to adhere the roll together, and then I fold over, and then I squeeze and press. And that's how I get a tight sushi roll with a good seal.
So what I do is just kind of wet my hands, and then for me, I have my fish in the middle of the nori, and then I just grab these thumbstick fingers, and these fingers help me to hold my product, okay? Just roll it. And that's it. So there's 2 ways, either like Chef Eva is doing it, she can actually wet her knife and cut the roll, or you can add plastic wrap onto it to roll.
Just so it's not completely naked rice. I won't put anything else on the top because we're going to be adding a lot of sauces to this roll, and I'm going to use that spicy mayo that Chef Onie Paz has prepared for us today.
Okay, now I have my roll here with the plastic wrap, my bamboo mat, and then just compress. Make sure the corners are compressed as well, giving this shape to my roll, and that's it. So what we want here is 8 pieces. Okay, if you can see, I have my roll here. It's colorful. I have the salmon snapper, tuna avocado, and the pickled ginger inside.
This one is just a crab, the avocado, and the crunchy shrimp. It is a good beginner roll if you're at home. If you're not particularly comfortable with eating raw fish, and it's safer too for the at-home consumer because all of these ingredients can be found at the grocery store. Enjoyed your roll, Chef Onie. Thank you for joining us here at the Mabe Kitchen.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you join us in making sushi at your house in your Mabe Kitchen. And thank you for tuning in to the Mabe Kitchen here in Belize City. Thank you for following, subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. Send us your pictures, #EmiliaMad.com, so we can see what you're making.